Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment. Your mind is constantly pulling you between past regrets and future anxieties, while life only happens in the now. This profound insight forms the foundation of spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle's transformative work. After experiencing his own spiritual awakening following years of depression, Tolle discovered that our identification with incessant thinking creates unnecessary suffering. Through accessible wisdom and practical techniques, you'll discover how to step out of the endless stream of thoughts and into the power of present moment awareness. Tolle explains that true happiness and inner peace aren't found in external achievements or future moments, but in releasing our mental resistance to what is happening right now. When you learn to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them, you access a deeper dimension of consciousness beyond the thinking mind. The book's impact has resonated with millions worldwide, including Oprah Winfrey, who calls it one of the most transformative works she's encountered. Whether you're dealing with stress, relationship challenges, or seeking greater purpose, Tolle's teachings show you how living fully in the now dissolves problems that once seemed insurmountable. This isn't about positive thinking, it's about awakening to who you are beyond thought itself. Key idea: 1. You are not your mind. See, thoughts are not you. 90% of our daily thoughts are repetitive and often harmful, but most people do not realize they are trapped in this mental cycle. The mind operates like a relentless machine, constantly churning out thoughts, judgments, and commentary. This endless mental chatter isn't who you truly are. It's merely a tool that's taken control. Through a simple yet profound story of a beggar sitting on a box of gold for 30 years, Tolle illustrates how people remain unaware of their inner wealth while seeking fulfillment outside themselves. Breaking free from mind identification begins with a fundamental shift in awareness. Just as you can hear the voice of someone speaking to you, you can observe the voice in your head. This internal monologue comments, judges, worries, and creates scenarios about the past and future. Many people live with this mental tormentor without realizing they have the power to step back and watch it. The practice of watching the thinker creates space between you and your thoughts. When you notice yourself having a thought, you become aware of two distinct elements: the thought itself and you as the witness of that thought. This separation is the first step toward freedom from compulsive thinking. Meditation doesn't mean just stopping thoughts completely. That's impossible. Instead, it's about creating gaps in the stream of thoughts by becoming intensely present. These moments of mental silence allow access to a deeper dimension of consciousness, where peace and joy naturally arise. Even simple activities like walking upstairs or washing hands can become opportunities for presence when given full attention. The mind is an excellent servant, but a terrible master. When used consciously, it's a powerful tool for solving problems and creating solutions. However, most people are used by their minds rather than using them. This unconscious identification leads to unnecessary suffering and disconnection from the present moment. Emotions add another layer to this dynamic. They represent the body's reaction to thoughts, creating physical responses to mental activity. Anger, fear, and anxiety manifest as bodily sensations, showing how deeply thoughts affect our physical experience. By observing both thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can begin to disentangle from their grip. True freedom comes not from controlling or stopping thoughts, but from recognizing that you are not your thoughts. Like weather patterns in the sky, thoughts come and go, but the sky, your awareness, remains unchanged. This understanding opens the door to experiencing life directly, without the constant filter of mental commentary. Modern life bombards us with information and stimulation, making it even more vital to develop this ability to step back from the mind's constant activity. The power to observe thoughts without being consumed by them is a natural capacity we all possess, but it requires practice to develop. Key idea 2. Consciousness frees you from pain caused by the mind. Pain and suffering often feel like unavoidable parts of life, but much of our emotional pain is actually self-created through our mental resistance to the present moment. When we stay trapped in the loop of mental chatter, we generate unnecessary suffering. The mind has a peculiar habit of constantly trying to escape the present moment, always reaching for the past or future. This creates a gap between reality and our mental state, where pain flourishes. Take a simple example of standing in a long line. The situation itself isn't painful, but our mind's resistance to it, the constant thoughts of, "This is terrible," or "I shouldn't have to wait," creates real emotional distress. Our accumulated pain forms what Tolle calls the pain body, an energy field of old hurts that lives within us. Like a hungry creature, it feeds on negative thoughts and emotions, creating situations that generate more pain to sustain itself. When someone snaps at a minor inconvenience or falls into deep despair over small setbacks, that's often the pain body at work. We have a powerful tool to break free: conscious presence. By becoming aware of our pain body and observing it without judgment, we start to break its power over us. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. The darkness can't fight back. It simply dissolves. Similarly, when we shine the light of consciousness on our pain body, it begins to lose its grip. The key is learning to stay present with whatever arises in the moment without mental commentary or resistance. This doesn't mean passive acceptance of bad situations. Rather, it means dealing with life from a place of clarity instead of reactive pain. When faced with a challenge, we can acknowledge it, accept its current reality, and then take appropriate action without the added layer of emotional turmoil. Fear plays a central role in maintaining our pain patterns. Most fears aren't about actual present dangers, but about projected future scenarios. Our minds create elaborate, fearful stories about what might happen, while the present moment, the only place where life actually exists, remains perfectly manageable. By returning our attention to the now, we step out of these fear-based thought patterns and into our natural state of aliveness and peace. This shift from unconscious reaction to conscious presence doesn't happen overnight, but each moment of awareness helps dissolve old pain patterns. The power is always available right now, in this moment, through the simple act of becoming fully present to what is. Key idea 3. Live fully in the now. Stop avoiding the present moment. While many believe that studying the mind's complexities will lead to freedom, true liberation lies in something far simpler: being fully present in the now. Building on escaping pain, we must embrace the present. When people feel stuck or unhappy, they often dive deep into analyzing their problems, believing that understanding them better will provide solutions. However, Tolle reveals a profound truth. The problems of the mind cannot be solved at the level of the mind. The solution isn't to study our thoughts more intensely, but to step back from them entirely and enter the present moment. This might sound counterintuitive, but it's like trying to clean muddy water by stirring it more. You'll only create more turbidity. Instead, when you allow the water to be still, the mud naturally settles and clarity emerges. Similarly, when you stop engaging with mental chatter and simply become present, solutions arise naturally. The practical way to achieve this is surprisingly straightforward. Start by becoming aware of your breathing, feeling the energy in your body, and paying attention to your immediate surroundings without mental commentary. When you catch yourself complaining or resisting what is happening, recognize that you're avoiding the present moment. You then have 3 clear choices: change the situation, leave it, or accept it completely. Take everyday situations, like waiting in line or being stuck in traffic. Most people spend these moments in mental resistance, creating unnecessary stress. Instead, you can use these instances to practice presence. Feel your breath, observe your surroundings, and be there fully. This transforms seemingly frustrating situations into opportunities for awakening. The book emphasizes that time itself is an illusion. The past exists only as memory and the future as mental projection, both occurring in the present moment. The only point of access to life is now. This isn't just philosophical theory. It has practical implications. When you're fully present, you deal with situations more effectively because your actions come from clarity rather than mental resistance. Tolle introduces an important distinction between your life situation and your life. Your life situation involves circumstances that can be improved, but your life is the deeper dimension of being that's already complete. Many people miss this distinction and perpetually chase future moments, believing the next achievement will bring fulfillment. Stop waiting for the next moment to start living. Your everyday activities become more enjoyable and effective when done with presence. Whether you're working, eating, or talking with someone, give it your complete attention. This doesn't mean you can't plan or set goals, but do so while staying grounded in the now. This shift in consciousness might seem subtle, but its effects are profound. When you're present, anxiety about the future and regrets about the past naturally dissolve. Problems that seemed overwhelming become manageable. Most importantly, you discover a deeper dimension of peace and aliveness that was always there, waiting to be recognized. Key idea 4. Be present by being alert and feeling your inner body. The inner body is your gateway to deeper consciousness and lasting peace. While most people live entirely in their thoughts, focusing on your body's internal energy field creates an immediate shift into presence. It's a practical tool you can use anywhere, anytime. Start by bringing your attention to your hands and feet. Feel the subtle sensations, the tingling, the aliveness within them. Then expand this awareness to your entire body, experiencing it as one unified field of energy. This simple practice immediately anchors you in the present moment. The benefits of inner body awareness extend far beyond just feeling calmer. When you maintain this connection throughout your day, you become less reactive to stressful situations. Instead of getting swept away by thoughts and emotions, you stay grounded in your body's stable presence. This changes how you interact with others too. You listen more deeply and respond from a place of clarity rather than automatic reactions. Make it a habit to check in with your inner body during routine activities. While waiting in line, sitting in traffic, or before important meetings, direct some attention to your body's internal sensations. This creates a buffer against stress and keeps you connected to the present moment. The practice also has profound physical effects. Regular inner body awareness strengthens your immune system, as each cell responds positively to your conscious attention. It even helps slow down the aging process by reducing the accumulation of psychological time in your body. Your breath can serve as a bridge when finding the inner body feels challenging. Follow your breath's natural movement for a few moments, and it will naturally lead you into body awareness. This connection becomes your anchor in daily life, keeping you rooted in presence rather than lost in thoughts. The key is consistency. Maintain some attention in your inner body even as you go about your activities. This creates a new foundation for living, where presence becomes your natural state rather than an occasional experience. Key idea 5. Improve relationships by bringing presence and awareness into them. A woman walked into one of Tolle's talks, visibly distressed about her recent breakup. "I need to find the right partner to be happy," she insisted. Tolle's response was unexpected. "Your search for happiness through a relationship will lead to repeated disappointment until you discover the peace that's already within you." This profound exchange reveals a fundamental truth about relationships. Most of us enter them seeking something we believe we lack, leading to cycles of temporary satisfaction followed by pain and conflict. Many relationships oscillate between love and hate, creating dramatic emotional roller coasters that can become addictive. The root cause? We're using relationships to cover up our inner pain and incompleteness rather than addressing them directly. The solution lies in bringing conscious presence into our relationships. When we stay alert to our reactions, emotions, and thought patterns while interacting with our partner, we create space for real connection. For example, instead of immediately reacting when your partner says something triggering, pause and observe your emotional response. Notice the thoughts that arise, the physical sensations in your body, and any urge to defend or attack. This practice transforms relationships from sources of pain into opportunities for growth and awakening. Take everyday moments with your partner, during meals, conversations, or even arguments, as chances to practice presence. When conflicts arise, maintain awareness of your breathing and body sensations while listening to your partner. This simple act can prevent the escalation of arguments and create space for genuine understanding. The quality of presence you bring to your relationship matters more than finding the perfect partner. By staying present with whatever arises, whether it's jealousy, anger, or fear, you begin to dissolve these reactive patterns. Your relationship becomes a mirror, showing you where you need to grow and heal. The path to enlightened relationships starts with accepting your partner completely as they are, without trying to change them. This acceptance, combined with sustained presence, creates a transformative field of consciousness that can heal both partners and radiate out to others. Key idea 6. Surrender to what is. Accept the now for peace. Life is like a river. You can exhaust yourself swimming against the current, or you can flow with it and discover where it takes you. This powerful metaphor captures the essence of surrender, not as giving up, but as aligning with life's natural flow. Tolle introduces a revolutionary perspective on surrender that challenges common misconceptions. Rather than defeat or resignation, true surrender is the wisdom of yielding to life instead of opposing it. It's about accepting the present moment completely, without mental labels or emotional resistance. When stuck in mud, for example, surrender doesn't mean accepting a life of being trapped. Instead, it means fully acknowledging your current situation without adding layers of mental drama or emotional turmoil. From this place of clear acceptance, effective action naturally emerges. You might calmly assess your options and take steps to free yourself, rather than wasting energy fighting against the reality of being stuck. This principle extends to all life situations, from minor inconveniences to major challenges. Whether facing illness, relationship difficulties, or career setbacks, the path to peace lies in accepting what is happening right now. This doesn't mean becoming passive, quite the opposite. When you stop resisting reality, you access a different quality of energy and clarity that makes your actions more effective. Surrender also transforms relationships profoundly. Many people unconsciously resist others' behaviors or try to change them, creating endless conflict. By accepting people as they are in this moment, relationships become spaces of authentic connection rather than battlegrounds for control. The power of surrender becomes particularly evident in crisis situations. When facing severe illness or loss, the natural tendency is to resist and fight against reality. However, acceptance of these challenging moments can lead to unexpected breakthrough and profound inner peace. It's like opening a door that was always there but remained invisible while we were busy fighting what is. Tolle emphasizes that this doesn't mean accepting a life of misery or giving up on positive change. Rather, it centers on recognizing that true power comes from aligning with the present moment, rather than fighting it. This alignment brings a quality of consciousness that transforms both our inner state and our outer circumstances. The beauty of surrender is that it's always available, right here, right now. Every moment offers a fresh opportunity to release resistance and discover the peace that lies beneath our mental struggles. This simple yet profound shift in approach can transform everyday challenges into opportunities for awakening and growth. Conclusion. At the heart of the power of now lies a transformative understanding. Human suffering stems from our inability to live in the present moment. We spend countless hours dwelling on past regrets or anxiously anticipating future scenarios, missing the only time we truly have, now. Tolle illuminates how our minds create an endless stream of thoughts that pull us away from experiencing life as it unfolds, replacing genuine presence with worry, fear, and discontent. This timeless message resonates deeply in our fast-paced, anxiety-driven world. By learning to observe our thoughts rather than being consumed by them, we can break free from the cycle of mental noise and experience life with newfound clarity and peace. This simple but profound shift in awareness opens the door to authentic joy, meaningful connections, and a richer experience of life itself, all available to us in this present moment. We'd love to hear your experience with presence in daily life. Share your reflections and join our community of mindful listeners on the Acorn app.